Deep in the jungles of Central America, the Maya constructed more than cities and pyramids. They built monuments to time itself. Their civilization represents one of history's most compelling examples of advanced ancient knowledge, demonstrating mathematical and astronomical capabilities that wouldn't be matched in Europe for over 1,000 years. Yet the Maya achieved these intellectual heights while supposedly lacking basic technologies like the wheel, metal tools, and beasts of burden. This contradiction between their primitive material culture and their sophisticated understanding of cosmic cycles suggests access to knowledge that conventional archaeology struggles to explain. The Maya mathematical system was revolutionary in ways that modern people struggle to appreciate. While European mathematicians were still wrestling with Roman numerals and had no concept of zero as a mathematical placeholder, Maya scholars had developed a vigesimal system based on the number 20 that included sophisticated understanding of zero, place notation, and complex calculations. Their mathematical inscriptions demonstrate ability to work with numbers in the millions and to perform calculations involving incredibly precise fractions. These weren't simple counting systems developed for basic trade. They were advanced mathematical frameworks capable of supporting complex astronomical calculations and long-term calendar keeping that spanned thousands of years. The Maya calendar system represents perhaps humanity's most sophisticated achievement in temporal measurement. They simultaneously maintained multiple interlocking calendars that tracked different cycles of time with remarkable precision. The solar calendar of 365.2420 days was more accurate than the Gregorian calendar we use today. Their lunar calendar tracked the moon's phases with precision that allowed them to predict eclipses centuries in advance. Most remarkably, their Venus calendar calculated the planet's synodic period at 584 days, which differs from the actual period of 583.92 days by only 0.08 days, an accuracy of 99.99%. This astronomical precision required not just mathematical sophistication, but observational capabilities that seem impossible given their supposed technological limitations. Venus observations are particularly challenging because the planet is only visible for brief periods at dawn and dusk, and tracking its complete cycle requires continuous observation over many years. The Maya somehow maintained these observations with such precision that their calculations surpass many modern ephemeris cables. They accomplished this without telescopes, mechanical clocks, or precision instruments, suggesting either observational techniques we don't understand or access to knowledge from more advanced sources. The long count calendar demonstrates Maya understanding of vast time cycles that dwarf normal human experience. This system tracked days from a mythical creation date corresponding to August 11, 3114 BCE in our calendar, and was designed to continue for over 5,000 years until its completion on December 21, 2012. The psychological and intellectual sophistication required to conceive and maintain such a long-term temporal framework suggests a civilization that thought in terms of cosmic rather than human timescales. They weren't just tracking agricultural seasons or royal reigns. They were monitoring the universe's fundamental rhythms across millennia. Even more mysteriously, the Maya demonstrated knowledge of astronomical phenomena that shouldn't have been visible from their geographical location. Their texts reference stars and constellations that can only be seen from much different latitudes, suggesting either extensive travel networks or access to observational data gathered from around the globe. They tracked the Pleiades constellation's movement through cycles lasting 26,000 years, showing awareness of precession, the slow wobble of Earth's axis that causes apparent stellar positions to shift over vast periods. This astronomical knowledge required either thousands of years of continuous observation or inheritance of data collected by much earlier civilizations. Maya architectural achievements demonstrate engineering capabilities that complement their mathematical and astronomical knowledge. The pyramid at Chichen Itza incorporates sophisticated acoustic properties that weren't discovered by modern researchers until the 1990s. When visitors clap their hands at the base of the pyramid, the structure returns an echo that precisely mimics the call of the Quetzal bird, considered sacred by the Maya. This acoustic engineering required advanced understanding of sound wave physics and architectural design principles that seem impossibly sophisticated for a civilization lacking metal tools and precision instruments. The observatory at Caracal demonstrates Maya ability to integrate astronomical knowledge with architectural design. The building's windows and passages are precisely aligned to frame important celestial events, including Venus's maximum elongations, lunar extremes, and the rising points of various star groups. The complexity of these alignments required not just astronomical knowledge, but sophisticated surveying techniques and construction capabilities that could maintain precision across large structures. Modern archaeoastroastronomers studying the building continue to discover new alignments and astronomical functions that demonstrate levels of planning and execution that rival modern observatories. Maya hydraulic engineering reveals another dimension of their advanced capabilities. Recent LiDAR surveys have revealed extensive networks of canals, reservoirs, and water management systems that supported populations far larger than previously imagined. The city of Tikal alone contained a water management system that could support over 100,000 people during the dry season through sophisticated collection, storage, and distribution of rainwater. These systems included pressurized pipes, filtration systems, and distribution networks that demonstrate understanding of hydraulic principles that wouldn't be rediscovered in Europe until the Renaissance. The Maya understanding of human anatomy and medicine also suggests access to advanced knowledge. Their medical texts describe surgical procedures, pharmaceutical preparations, and diagnostic techniques that demonstrate sophisticated understanding of human physiology. They performed successful skull surgery, using techniques that left clear evidence of patient survival and healing. Their pharmacological knowledge included hundreds of plant-based medicines, many of which have proven effective in modern medical testing. This medical sophistication couldn't have been developed without extensive experimentation and accumulated knowledge that seems inconsistent with their supposed isolation from other advanced civilizations. Maya artistic achievements demonstrate technical capabilities that challenge conventional understanding of their technological limitations. Their jade working involved carving one of the hardest natural materials using techniques that produced incredibly intricate and precise results. Modern attempts to replicate Maya jade carving using supposedly period-appropriate tools have largely failed to match the precision and sophistication of original Maya work. The technical requirements for this level of stone carving suggest access to tools and techniques that conventional archaeology doesn't attribute to their civilization. The Maya writing system represents another intellectual achievement that seems disproportionate to their supposed technological development. Maya hieroglyphic writing was a fully developed system capable of recording complex historical, astronomical, and literary texts with remarkable precision. The intellectual sophistication required to develop such a writing system typically requires centuries of gradual evolution from simpler symbolic systems. Yet Maya writing appears in the archaeological record already highly developed, suggesting either rapid development or inheritance from earlier traditions. The Maya mathematical inscriptions demonstrate familiarity with advanced concepts that weren't developed in European mathematics until much later periods. They understood the concept of infinity, worked with complex series calculations, and developed mathematical tables that demonstrate understanding of exponential functions and logarithmic relationships. Their astronomical calculations required solving complex mathematical problems involving multiple variables and long-term projections that would challenge modern mathematicians working without computers. The Maya prophecy tradition suggests they understood history as cyclical rather than linear, with recurring patterns of rise, decline, and renewal that affected entire civilizations. Their texts describe previous world ages that ended in catastrophic destruction, followed by the emergence of new civilizations with different characteristics and capabilities. This cyclical worldview wasn't unique to the Maya. Similar concepts appear in Hindu, Greek, and other ancient traditions, but the Maya developed it with mathematical precision that allowed them to calculate the timing of these vast historical cycles. The collapse of classic Maya civilization around 900 CE presents another mystery that challenges conventional explanations. At the height of their intellectual and artistic achievements, Maya cities were suddenly abandoned, leaving behind monuments and inscriptions that suggest the population simply vanished. Conventional explanations involving warfare, environmental degradation, or social upheaval fail to account for the suddenness and completeness of the collapse. The Maya themselves may have predicted this collapse, as their latest inscriptions show awareness that they were approaching the end of a major time cycle. The Maya legacy continued through subsequent civilizations in Mesoamerica, but none achieved the same level of mathematical and astronomical sophistication as the classic period Maya. The Aztecs inherited Maya calendar systems and astronomical knowledge, but simplified and reduced their complexity. This pattern of declining sophistication over time suggests that the Maya possessed knowledge that was gradually lost rather than gradually developed, implying that their achievements represented the culmination of much older traditions rather than the beginning of new ones. Modern Maya communities maintain oral traditions that describe their ancestors as inheriting knowledge from even earlier civilizations that possessed capabilities far exceeding anything achieved during the historical period. These traditions speak of previous civilizations that could manipulate time itself, travel between worlds, and communicate directly with cosmic forces. While these accounts are dismissed as mythology by conventional archaeology, they provide a cultural context for understanding how the Maya themselves viewed their remarkable achievements in mathematics and astronomy, not as original developments, but as preserved fragments of much greater knowledge that had been largely lost.